5AA Mornings with Graham Goodings.
And good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to On the Road with Ned McHenry. Thanks to Travel Auctions.
Ned, good morning.
A very good morning to you, Graham. How is everything going on the show at the moment? The political landscape is just bizarre at the moment. Not that we're going to get in those fears.
Blink and you'll miss it. No, we're not going to start talking what's happening in Canberra, but yeah, there's a leadership spill. There'll be a new leader. It will be Angus Taylor. Will the Liberals be any better off? I don't think so.
How would you fix it? If you were given 30 minutes and you had the licence to do whatever you like, what would you do?
I had an old friend who, when he was never happy, he'd say, let's blow them all up. And that was times before terrorism and all that, and it was quite amusing. He'd say, the beer, I'm not happy with the weather, let's blow the beer up. But he wasn't serious. But look, where would you start? Yeah, politics is a funny game.
We've got a lot more exciting things to talk about today, though.
We're heading to Arno Bay, and before we get into it, we have a $100 voucher to give away with the compliments of Travel Auctions for the best caller of the morning.
Yeah, which is fantastic. Travel Auctions, I mean, we talk about them every week, but they are a great South Australian business. You get to bid what you'd be prepared to pay. So there's always a bargain on offer, and that's what we love about them. It's great to partner with Travel Auctions and offer something today and talk about the region.
Yeah, look, I've got to be honest, hands in the air. I've never been to Arno Bay. What am I missing?
Arno Bay is, I would describe it as a quiet, sleepy, little quaint town on the Eyre Peninsula. So I think you're located, I reckon, roughly about an hour, maybe a little bit more from Port Lincoln, but you're close to Cowell, close to Tumby Bay. But it's a sleepy old fishing village. It does have some excellent amenities. So the things I love about it mainly are the mangrove boardwalk. So I've spent some time there, and it's great because it's pram-friendly, it's wheelchair-friendly, so anyone can use it. And I think it's won some environmental awards and a few different bits and pieces, but it's essentially a couple of kilometres where you get to walk on a guided self-tour on a really well-constructed boardwalk and check out the estuary system and the sea, and it's recently been constructed, and that's a real highlight of the town.
When I mention the name Arno Bay, 75% of South Australians will say, that's where Sean Wren came from.
Yeah.
The legendary Sean Wren, who actually started his football career at Arno Bay and went to the dizzying heights of being a premiership star.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to have a beer with Sean Wren in Arno Bay, a wonderful gentleman, a gentle giant. Could we get him on the program? Is that possible? Is he coming up?
Can we get... we'll give him a try.
We've got to try Sean Wren for Arno Bay, don't we?
I saw Rennie at the football probably 2 or 3 seasons ago because he doesn't live in the state anymore. Yeah. The last I heard he was, up north, Byron Bay, somewhere up that way?
Yeah, I think he is. I think you're right, but he's still a proud Eyre Peninsula man. He loves the region.
Yeah. And with good reason.
Well, let's try and get him on. If anyone's got a question or wants to text in and ask Rennie something, we'll do our best to get him on. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah. So in the meantime, anyone going to Arno Bay, where do they stay? I mean, are there good spots to stay?
Yeah, there is. We've got a powered site coming up at the Arno Bay Caravan Park, and that's the spot to be. Like, let's be honest. If you're going to Arno Bay, you're not going there to be in all the heights and the riz of a major city or a capital city. You're not going there to go to flash restaurants. You're not going there, for big lights and big towers. You're going there to chill out. And that's what Arno Bay is all about. You might want to wet a line off the jetty. If you've got a little boat, there's lots of great fishing available. It's got a great local pub too. So it's a place where if you feel like you just need a bit of a rest, a coastal rest, I reckon this one's a beauty.
Yeah, and you mentioned fishing, and that's a silly thing to say. Is fishing good? But, anywhere off Eyre Peninsula is sensational.
Yeah, the fishing at Arno Bay, Graham, is awesome. It was historically the town that really supported our snapper industry. So fishermen and everyone alike will know that at the moment you can't go and target your South Australian snapper north of Kangaroo Island. So historically, Arno Bay is where some of the biggest snapper, in the state were caught and found. So in the pub, I believe it's a world record snapper, and it's taxidermied and mounted on the front of the bar. So it's very appropriate for Arno Bay and very cool.
How big is it? Do you know what would it have weighed originally?
Oh, if it's a world record, I don't know off the top of my head, but it'd have to be, oh goodness, I'm guessing now, maybe 14, 15 kilos, something ridiculous like
Someone will know.
Maybe 12 kilos.
Someone will phone in and say, the Arno Bay snapper, it weighs such and such. So if you do know.
Yeah, if you've seen it.
Maybe someone who will know is the one and only Sean Wren.
We haven't got him, have we?
Rennie, good morning.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you?
Great. All the better for speaking to you. How's life treating you?
Same, mate. Sorry, what was that?
How's life treating you?
Yeah, going okay, mate. Still in Northern Rivers, but looking forward to moving from here and heading back to South Australia eventually, Grove.
Now, when anyone mentions Arno, and I said it before, if you mention Arno Bay, most people, the only thing I know about Arno Bay is that where Sean Wren came from.
Yeah.
So tell us about your
Yep.
early days in Arno Bay.
Well, we had a farm halfway between Cleve and Arno Bay.
Yeah.
Wheat and sheep farm, so about 3,000 acres. There was plenty of scrub on it, kangaroos, whatnot. So, yeah, I had a fantastic childhood. There was 4 of us in the family, and my older brother has taken over the farm, and since then has gone on and they've obviously expanded, and if you don't expand over there, you die. It's a very marginal area, and tough farmers, very tough, resilient people, but are beautiful, very friendly people. As good as you'll see anywhere, or you'll find anywhere in the world.
Now, Arno Bay wouldn't have been big enough to have its own footy team, would it?
Yeah. Well, we did. Hell, there was smaller places in Arno Bay that used to have their own footy teams, but we had a real heyday in the 80s, 90s, as in regards to juniors. But when my dad played, very, very strong team. And then we struggled for a while until all the baby boomers came through. And the club's had its ups and downs, but it's experiencing a real strength at the moment. Arno Bay eventually combined with Port Neal, which is about 30 k's down the road, another small fishing village, shack town. And they do a great job. It's an amazing club that they run. Very strong, community-minded. It's a really good place to play football.
Rennie,
and netball.
Ned McHenry here, mate. I don't know if you remember, we actually met in Arno Bay. I reckon it was the first time I ever met you, and it
is, Neddy.
Gentle giant. Yep. You're just a beautiful man and a great connection to where you come from. You clearly love the Eyre Peninsula, despite obviously moving on and doing different things. If we were encouraging people to either hitch the caravan or just jump in the car or take the family to Arno Bay, what's the lifestyle like? What are some of the things you love about it?
It's hard to put a finger on because it depends. I always said this to everybody. It all depends on how you look at everything and through what eyes you look at. It's a very, it's a pretty harsh landscape. There's a lot of cleared trees and there's a lot of broadacre farming going on. But the coastline, it's all about the sea for me. And the coastline's magnificent, and the fishing, it's always been fantastic. So it's a lifestyle where the people that live there move in flow with the farming community. So when it's busy, and when it's time off, it's time off. And you'll find that most of the farmers and their families will have shacks or caravans, and they will tend to try and spend most of the hotter months fishing or enjoying the water. And that's how we met. Ned, you went out with my mate Fuzzle, and we went and did some fishing. But that is probably the biggest attraction to the area, is the coastline and the harsh realities of and how that country works, and the hospitality more so than anything. You walk in any of the country pubs back there, you'll always see a smile. Always people interested in what you do, and they're just I've been all around Australia, Graham, and Ned, I've met people from every state, and I know I'm biased, but in regards to the people that I grew up with and the people of that Eyre Peninsula, it's not just Arno Bay, they are up there with the most friendly and the most giving people I've ever met in my life.
Couldn't agree more, mate.
Oh, great endorsement. Rennie, great to chat. Give our best and love to the family, and love to see you at the footy one day.
Yeah, look forward to it, Graham. Thanks, Ned. And can I just say, Ned, I have listened to you a little bit on the radio. We do tune in through podcasts every now and then. You're a young man that exhibits that you love life, and I love it. And I wish you all the best, Ned.
Rennie, you're a wonderful man. I can't wait to catch up soon. I'm actually jumping in the car tomorrow morning after morning radio. I'm going straight to the Eyre Peninsula. I've got 3 days out at the Tumby Island groups with a few of your mates rocking around, I reckon. So I'm looking forward to it, mate. Yeah, similar to you. The Eyre Peninsula is really what I've fallen in love with, mate. The people and the places, it's amazing.
Well, I've already got 2 kids back there, mate. One in Port Lincoln and one at Arno Bay. So that's where we'll eventually, our adventures will end up back there as well. So
well done.
Look forward to it, Ned.
See you then, Rennie.
Good on you, Sean. Sean Wren, one of nature's gentlemen. As you said, the gentle giant.
He's such a good fella.
He was the scariest person because I used to do post-match interviews of Crows games.
Oh, yep.
And when you won, it was terrific in that. And when you lost, you'd be given certain players and who you're going to interview after the game. And we had this particular game where we got belted. I can't think of who it was by. And I said, "Oh, who's coming up from the club?" And they said, "Sean Wren." Oh, yeah. And I love Rennie. We get on really well, but Rennie was the sorest loser you could ever imagine. I remember this particular game. He came up. And I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome." And there were very few supporters at that stage after a loss. They all disappeared. And he just stood beside me very quietly under his breath. He said, "Make it bloody quick." Sean Wren, what a wonderful man. 8223 is the number. We're talking about Arno Bay today for travel auctions.
From the coast to the outback, if you're planning a road trip, Ned McHenry will help you get there. Join Ned every Thursday at 11 a.m. with Graham Goodings for On the Road with Ned. Thanks to Travel Auctions. Dreaming of a bargain holiday? Bid the price you want to pay. Travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
Hi, it's Callum Han here, Ambassador for Pick a Local Pick SA. Summer is here, which means your favourite fruits will be filling the shelves of your local fruit and veg store. Stone fruits, strawberries, cherries, all locally grown and in supply. Enjoy on fruit platters, in your chilled drinks, as a dessert or a healthy snack. Pick up some in your shop this week. Support our local growers and shop in stores displaying the red Pick a Local Pick SA sign. And follow us on Facebook for inspiration, recipes and more ways to enjoy South Australian grown.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre. Freestyle Libre is a small wearable sensor that monitors your glucose levels and trends and sends them straight to your phone. Instant up-to-date feedback. No finger pricks. How good is that? And you can trial Freestyle Libre for only $15. Just head to freestylelibre.com.au to find out how. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use. Read warnings before purchase. Free yourself from finger pricks with Freestyle Libre.
Are you dreaming of a holiday? Who isn't? Travel Auctions have been sending South Australians on holiday since 1992. Ned, what are we bidding on today?
Well, we heard it from Rennie. What an amazing place it is. And it's Arno Bay. So it's an Eyre Peninsula escape to the Arno Bay Caravan Park. You can enjoy 10 nights hire of a powered site that can be booked consecutively or split it as 2 5-night stays and share it with friends. The laid-back seaside town, it's just known for its peaceful beachfront jetty fishing, ocean views, relaxing. If you want to be wound up, do not go to Arno Bay. If you want to chill out and enjoy a coastal paradise, this is your spot. It's the perfect base to just relax, explore the region and enjoy life by the water. So normally, this would be about $370, but with Travel Auctions, you decide the price. You just bid what you want to pay. There's no hidden fees, just great deals.
Save on your next getaway and don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
Okay, first day back in the office and there's already goss. Ooh, KFC have just dropped the hot and crispy wrap for only $3.95. Juicy. Oh yeah, and Steph and Darren got caught in the kitchen. KFC, FLG, not everywhere, not forever, pick up only.
Since 1935, Resthaven has supported older South Australians. For more than 35 years, that support has also extended into people's homes, where comfort, dignity and independence matter most. Our caring staff and volunteers have enriched the lives of thousands of older South Australians and their carers. Thank you for putting your trust in Resthaven. If you or someone you love needs welcome support at home, we're here to help. Visit resthaven.asn.au. Celebrating 90 years.
At MediPedi, we believe in making people feel good from the ground up. Combining the skills of podiatry with the indulgence of beauty therapy, MediPedi is a first-of-its-kind concept. The MediPedi Medical Pedicure is Adelaide's best pedicure. Imagine this. Your feet are expertly treated by a podiatrist, then pampered by a fully trained beauty therapist. The result? Feet that just don't feel great, they look fantastic too. With 4 Adelaide locations, including the new North Adelaide Clinic, book now at medipediclinics.com.au. MediPedi. Feel good from the ground up.
5AA Mornings with Graham Goodings.
You're listening to On the Road with Ned McHenry, thanks to Travel Auctions. We're over at Arno... Well, we're not over at Arno Bay.
I wish we were.
We can't lie. We'd love to be there. But, yeah, you can go there. It's a good spot to go.
You certainly can. And you can check out the pub, which has a huge snapper on the front bar. Now, I've made the mistake of not doing my research. I don't know how big it is, but there's one man who does. Sean Wren mentioned him. I know him personally. He thinks he's the mayor of the area, and in some ways he probably is. It's Grant Fennell from Fuzzles Fishing Adventures. Grant, welcome.
How are you, Ned?
I'm very well. I feel a bit formal calling you Grant. I think you go by Fuzz more so.
Yeah, only my mum calls me Grant.
Fuzz, what's the size of this snapper at the pub?
That was 20.16 kilos.
Oh, my goodness. So I said 15.
Yeah, the old boys, that's a 44-pounder. So she's a monster.
Oh, my goodness. So can you give us some background? Do you remember when that was caught or what happened? How's it ended up in the pub?
That was in the early days, probably within the first year or two of fishing, I think that one come in. And at the time, it would have been a world record if we'd have weighed it on certified scales, but we didn't really know the drill back then. So, yeah, it would have been the official world record snapper caught out of Arno Bay, but we were happy with the unofficial world record title. That's good enough.
So, Fuzzy, what's a good size for a snapper? What would you sort of say, this is a big snapper?
Well, people with a barramundi, the metre is sort of, that's a big for barramundi snapper, 20 pound. If you crack the 20 pound club, you're in sort of elite company, I suppose.
So it's a bit under
or in good
10
company.
kilos then?
Yeah, around 10 kilos. So this one's double the size of what people would call a big fish. Yeah, so pretty special one. And then 2 weeks later, we caught one that was 18 kilo.
Wow.
So that was a monster, and that was the boss of Shimano, Colin Tannehill, caught that one. So that one's same deal. It's got a fiberglass mould, and it sits on his desk at head office in Sydney. So they've a couple of pretty special fish that come out of Arno Bay.
Fuzz, you're a ripper. Now, I've got to ask you this story. You've got a fishing charter business, you've got the big boat, but it wasn't necessarily overly commercially minded, was it? Take us back to how you convinced your partner that you were going to go and buy this big boat.
Well, a painter by trade, and I was disappearing off the site a couple of days a week going fishing, and always loved the fishing since I was a young fella, and I wanted a nice boat, but my wife, Melissa, wasn't all that keen on spending money on a boat, so I convinced her that buying a nice boat and starting up a charter business would be a good idea. But it backfired on me a bit, so I thought, I won't do hardly any charters. I'll have a nice boat and I'll be able to do a bit of fishing. But I got a bit of exposure early with magazines and TV shows, and it went absolutely nuts. So, yeah, I think in the heyday was like over 220 charters in 1 year.
Wow.
Out of control, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
I had to do a lot more work than I planned, but it was all good. That's fun.
I've got to ask you as well. We asked Rennie, Arno Bay, it's a special little place. I mean, you love it there. You're there. What's so great about it?
Just hard to explain, really. It's just it's very laid back. Everybody's friendly. The fishing is world class, and being sort of born and raised in an area, you take it for granted a bit. But when you stick your head out and have a look around the place, you start to realise how special it is, or how unique it is. So I guess it's the isolation. Not too many people go there. It is just a fantastic place to go and take your brain out, put it in a jar, and have a week's holiday. It's pretty good.
Well, if Rennie's, a product of Arno Bay, I mean, he's one of nature's gentlemen and a beautiful person. We were talking to him a little bit earlier, Fuzzy, and he was sort of saying that he's travelled the nation, and the nicest people, the best people are on Eyre Peninsula and around Arno Bay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is for that Eyre Peninsula. You sort of, Ceduna right through to Whyalla, it is a pretty unique part of the world. I guess it's just the lack of numbers of people. And because not so many over there, we're pretty receptive to tourists. A lot of places you go, your tourists sort of swamp the area, and it makes it a bit of hard work. Whereas over our way, it's such a big area, and when tourists do come our way, it's a bit like having a new puppy dog. We get a bit excited. We get someone new to talk to and play with. Yeah, it is a beautiful part of the world.
Fuzz, you're a ripper. We'll catch you over at Arno Bay, mate. Take care.
Yeah, don't be shy. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's true. I did say to Rennie, and I'm repeating myself, but I'm heading over on the weekend, so put the fridge on and get a few beers in there, please. I'll be swooping by.
I'm actually catching up with him. I'm in Brisbane at the minute. My daughter's getting engaged, and Rennie, I haven't seen him for a little while, so he'll be coming and we'll be having a couple of beers on Saturday, so we won't be able to take you out, sorry.
Oh, well, that's fine. I know where the fridge is, mate. I'll just help myself on the way through.
Well, I don't know if you've been inside my fish bay yet, have you?
I've seen it.
Yeah, no, you'll definitely have to bring a crew and we'll show you what it's all about.
Oh, you're a legend, Fuzz. You're a legend. All right, be in touch off air. Well done.
The lives and pleasures of Arno Bay. Fred wants to know, or says, Arno Bay is also known for its jade, which is one of the oldest deposits in the world. I don't think there's a jade deposit I think it's at Cowell.
Is it Cowell, is it?
It's Cowell, I reckon the jade is.
I've got to be honest, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Someone will know, but we've run out of time.
Time flies when you're talking about the Eyre Peninsula, Graham.
Yeah, it's a lovely spot. An Arno Bay Caravan Park sounds a great spot.
Get there, yeah.
Yeah. Ned, thanks for dropping by.
Thanks for having me, Graham. I'll see you next week.
We'll see you again next week. You've been listening to On the Road with Ned McHenry, thanks to Travel Auctions. Dreaming of a bargain holiday? Bid the price you want to pay. Travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
What was that? Oh, I know you're out here somewhere. Where are you?
Searching for a better night's sleep? For over 30 years, Town & Country Mattresses and Beds have helped South Aussies sleep better with custom-made mattresses and electric beds. As an aged care and NDIS provider, they specialise in high-low and electric beds. Find your better night's sleep at Town & Country Mattresses and Beds, 68 Research Road, Paraka.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide, and if you're like me and you love a good bargain from your local chemist, check out Star Discount Chemist. They're all about great value and helping your family stay healthy. Go in store or online for click and collect and delivery. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Are you dreaming of a holiday? Travel Auctions have been sending South Australians on holiday since 1992. Ned, what are we bidding on today?
Well, I'm going there on this weekend, Graham. So if people are quick and they get their bid in, they might see me over there. I'll take them for a fish. It's an Eyre Peninsula escape to Arno Bay Caravan Park. So enjoy 10 nights hire of a powered site. It can be booked consecutively or split it as 2 5-night stays and share it with friends. That's a good idea. This laid-back seaside town is known for its peaceful beachfront jetty fishing and beautiful ocean views. It's the perfect base to relax, explore the region and just enjoy life by the water. So normally you'd pay $370, but with Travel Auctions, you decide the price. That's the great thing. You just bid what you want to pay. There's no hidden fees. It's just a great deal.
You can save in your next getaway. Don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying